Hey guys, it's me, Miss Gratification. I have light today. Yesterday was my first video that I did back, and we had to update my daughter's computer, so I kind of just winged it, and it was a dark video. So I had to do a redo today. But I just want to say to start off, I appreciate so much all the inboxes, all the comments on my video, comments on my Snapchats, messages on my Facebook of you guys glad to see me back. That's definitely gives me motivation because I know it's something that you guys want to see and you guys enjoy seeing my videos. So I just want to start off and say thank you guys for showing me so much love. But I wanted to do another video today about change. I talk about it all the time on my Facebook. One of my friends that I know had weight loss surgery posted this a couple weeks ago maybe, and I reposted it, or I shared her status on my Facebook, and I put my little 2 cents in there. Her quote or her status was something to the effect of, she's gone through so much weight loss and she knows that she kind of has fallen into the habit of, maybe not dressing up as much, not making herself feel pretty as far as with clothes or makeup, or going out of her way to feel sexy, or, to feel beautiful, or just to feel good about yourself. So I think it was important me kind of jumping back into doing my videos because I do see it all the time and I'm experiencing it, One thing that I do notice that the last 2 years of me not showing my face, there's days when you have there's days, weeks when you have your hard times where you do not, you kind of tend not to do your hair anymore, not to do your makeup, maybe leave the house a little frumpy. And one thing that I've noticed is that when you lose a lot of weight, you kind of lose your identity a little bit because, like, for me, it was big to have my hair. When I was 280 pounds, 270, my hair was huge. My nails were like a must, which don't get me wrong, I'm still that way. But to me back then, I was just a pretty face and everybody knew Greta for her hair. Greta always had hair. But aside from that, I used to feel back then like I didn't have anything else. Like, without hair, that was it. Without makeup, like Greta had nothing to offer. Now that I've lost my weight, I'm proud to say Greta's not just a pretty face. Like, Greta has a lot to offer. And I didn't feel that back then. I used to play it off a lot. A lot of my friends were like, damn, Greta, I used to always see you put together even as a big girl. And I could never tell that, you felt some type of way. And it's like, well, yeah, I did a good job of playing it off. But inside, I would live through my friends. Like, I would go, if you ask a lot of my long-time friends that I've had, like, I would go shopping with them, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's cute. Buy it in every color. Like, I would dress them like they were my Barbie dolls because I couldn't do it. So I would live through them. I would live through my daughter, So after the fact that I lost a lot of weight, which I'm sure there's viewers out there that go through this as well, you lose your identity. From down to your underwear, you're like, damn, what do I like? Like, do I like a thong now? Do I like a regular underwear? Do I like a bikini? Like, oh my God, I've never tried that. Like, you're kind of at this 4-way stop and you're lost. Like, where do I go? Down to, like, I remember my very first time that I went shopping to Forever 21. And mind you, as a big girl, like, you want to see your numbers in jeans go down. And so, it was a rude awakening where I'm in the jeans section and it's like size 24, 25, 30, 31. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I'm trying to run from big numbers, and it was, I kind of felt ashamed, embarrassed to even ask the girl, what's a size 30? Like, what size is that equivalent to? So, moral of this video is, I want to talk about change. I want to talk about little things that you can do to actually make you embrace the woman, the man that you're shrinking into, down to your underwear. It's as easy. one thing that I know a lot of us go through. A lot of us go through a lot of hair loss, okay? On top of the fact that we're struggling and losing weight with excess skin that we have now, our arms seem a little flabbier. There's certain things that we're starting to notice, and it's like, oh my God, on top of the fact about the second, third month, some fourth month in post-op, you start to, lose a little bit of hair. That's very common. Do not freak out. Your hair will grow back, but it's very common. It's a common side effect that a lot of weight loss surgery, and not just after you've had weight loss surgery, after you've lost a significant amount of weight, it doesn't matter how you had it. When you lose a significant amount of weight, we all experience that, okay? So one thing which, as you guys can tell, yesterday I had long blonde hair. Today, no, I didn't cut my hair. I basically don't have my clip-in extensions in. And let me tell you, it's nice to be able to get up in the morning and be like, you know what? Today, I want to be a long hair blonde girl. Tomorrow, I get up and I'm like, you know what? I want to have a short A-line bob. It's nice to have options. And you know what? You'd be surprised how when you're going through those stages where you do have hair loss, to put in some clip-in extensions, and feel beautiful again, and actually embrace the woman that, or the woman that you're becoming. I do see a lot of people go through so much weight loss and maybe don't have the support, and you kind of go into a shell. But the moral of this video is embrace the person you are becoming. It's as easy as getting up and putting on a new shade of lipstick. My lipstick does look off the hook today too, though. Okay, but, it's as easy as trying a new lipstick, trying a new hair color. Hello, if you followed me from the beginning, I've always had some type of dark in my hair. And this is the first time I'm actually going a little blonder. I was kind of going for the gray effect, but I don't know if I want to go almost gray, but I do want to go more blonder. I want to play with my look. Play with your look a little bit. Try on. When I first started losing weight, I used to go to Target. I used to go to Forever 21. I used to go to, I would go any store that I would go into, I would literally play dress up. I would go in there and grab a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't normally wear. And I would try it on just for kicks, just to see what I would look like, because I felt lost a little bit. I didn't know what my new style was. I didn't know, I was coming into this new body again after, being big for 12 years, that I was like, oh my God, can I wear that? Can I rock that? Is that possibly the new Greta? Experiment. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Start with putting yourself out there with maybe stuff that you're wearing. Be daring. Step out of your box. And not only that, start there. Once you start getting comfortable and seeing, you know what, I can actually do this, that's going to prompt you to step out of your box in other areas. Maybe go to the gym. I remember my first time walking into the gym, I was shitting my pants. I was so embarrassed because I was like, people are looking at me. I have a target on my forehead. People are looking at me like, who is this fat girl here trying to get it together? Girl, lose the weight first. I was so embarrassed. But after my first couple days, my first week, I was like, okay, I can actually do this. It's not so bad. And pretty soon, I was working out next to my brother, next to the guys with the big old muscles. You know what I mean? And I was actually getting in. And at the same time, and I know I have one of my friends, she makes fun of me because she's like, I can't go to your gym because I have to dress up to go to your gym. It's not a matter of dressing up. It's a matter of, yes, I'm sweating. Yes, I'll have no makeup on. I'll have my hair up in a bun. But guess what? I look cute. I am rocking cute, a cute little workout outfit. And it's like, yeah, I'm doing squats, but guess what? That butt looks cute. I look cute. I feel good about working out. I could still get it in. My whole theory is if you walk out of the gym and you still look good, you didn't work out hard enough. But on the same token, I don't want to go to the gym and feel like, oh my God, I want to feel good about working out. I want to feel good, to put on workout clothes. Everywhere I go now, Walmart, Target, you name it. I'm always looking at cute workout clothes. Embrace your new body. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but the hardest part is actually putting yourself out there. I'm always posting selfies now. I'm like the selfie queen now. Why? Because when I was a big girl, no one said, "Oh, Greta, don't post anywhere, any more selfies. Where are your selfies at?" No, Greta was just this big personality. That's it. Like, I felt like everybody thought, "Oh, Greta was just a personality and that's it. She wasn't nothing cute to look at. She was just this pretty face." And I know I've made videos before about people talking about people judging you because you post so much, or they think now, oh, she thinks she's full of it now. No, people, guess what? Stop judging people because you don't know what walk of life they come from. 6 years ago, Greta's not in any damn pictures of her family, her kids stuff. So guess what? I embrace every moment. And yes, I do take a lot of selfies. Yes, I'm very proud of what I look like now. But guess what? I busted my ass to get there. I pushed myself in ways that I never did before. Who cares if people judge me? If you don't like it, delete my ass. Unfollow me. But guess what? Greta's doing what makes her happy. And and along the way, I'm sharing it with people. I'm always that person that will push the next person. Girl, do this. Girl, do that. Hey, let me do your hair, because I love seeing I can appreciate another woman that feels good about herself. That makes me admire her and be like, damn, what's she doing? Like, I want to be a part of that too. So that's something that I want to put out to you guys, that it's okay to step out of your box and try new things. Who gives a shit what you look like? At the end of the day, if you want to walk out in some orange lipstick and you're like, damn, I look good today, rock the hell out of it. Whatever you want to try, experiment, own it. If it's a new workout routine, if you want to go on Facebook, I have one of my friends that tags me every day in Facebook when she's in the gym. And you know what? I love it because I could tell that she's, she tags people that she feels motivates her or, gives her that extra And if that makes you feel good tagging other people, hey, I'm in the gym. Hey, I'm drinking water, and you want to tag your friends. Do what makes you happy. Embrace weight loss is not so bad. I see people sometimes talk about, oh my God, I was happier big because I didn't have to, deal with excess skin. Guess what? Excess skin is fixable, I rather have my struggles that I've had now. Excess skin. I mean, in one of my previous videos, right before I had my cosmetic surgery, yes, I didn't need cosmetic surgery. It was more for vanity. But if you look at my before pictures, like, man, my stomach looked like a damn accordion, like my boobs, I could literally throw behind my back and they would clap. I mean, I'm just being honest, like, did I love it? No, but I found ways to make it work. I would wear flexies, anything that would suck in my gut, anything that would perk up my boobs. Victoria's Secret was the shit because they would make my boobs like I just got a boob job, So I made it work. And at the end of the day, I did have cosmetic surgery because it was the icing on top for me. I didn't give a shit how many people were like, girl, I don't know why you're doing that surgery because you don't need it. I wanted to look good naked, I didn't want to look good just in clothes. There's a lot of things that I've done because that's what makes me happy. But I just wanted to make this video to put it out there. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. The hardest part was doing the leap to lose weight. You're in the process, you're doing it, you've lost it, you're maintaining, you've regained. Who gives a shit? Get back on the wagon, go back to what makes you happy. This morning, I got up such in a good mood because guess what? I went back to doing my videos, something that I love to do. And it just gave me life. And it was like, you know what? These last 2 years, why haven't I done videos? Because I didn't want to make the time. I had every excuse in the book why I wasn't doing videos. And this morning, it was like I had my life back, So I'm so happy. You guys are happy that I'm back. I'm happy to be back. You guys, again, are more than welcome to email me, text me. There's so many of you that have my damn number now. Email me, text me, inbox me ideas of stuff that you guys want me to talk about. But walk away today and say, you know what? This weekend, I'm going to do something for myself. Whether it's a new nail polish, invest something that makes you happy, and that's a start to a new you. All right, guys. Bye.